What is going on? It's your boy JeezPlayingAgain. With the new episode 5.0 being released a couple of weeks ago, the new class Dancer and Bard also has been released. So in this video, I'll go over the new class of Dancer with you guys. I'll be showcasing their skills, recommended stats, and their roles in PVE and PVP. So without any further ado, let's get started. Dancer is the alternative job route that you can take after the Archer. They are also exclusive to the female character only, and for the male counterpart, they become a Bard. Dancers and Gypsy specializes in dance to either attack enemies, give them a debuff, or to support your teammates. For Dancers and Gypsies, their main source of damage comes from either Vulcan Arrow or Random Dance. Random Dance is an AoE attack skill that deals physical damage to all enemies around you every second. Vulcan Arrow is a single target physical attack that deals a great burst of damage. This class also has a variety of different dances that you can use to help support your teammates. Dancers and Gypsies synergizes well with crit style Synexes and crit style Snipers. The skill Lucky Kiss increases the crit chances and crit damage to all surrounding party members. Another great skill to use on your teammates is the Drums on the Battlefield. This dance gives all your party members an additional attack and magic attack as well as additional equipment defense. But what's really impressive about this class is the synergy between the Gypsy and the Clowns. If you're playing together with a Gypsy and a Clown, there are different songs and dances that you can do that will give you incredible effects. For example, the Howling Loki basically silences every player around you, making it impossible for everyone within range to use any skills or items. Or another great skill is the Immortal Siegfried. This dance increases all your allies' attribute resistance. And even if you play solo and you don't have any friends to play the opposite class, the Marionette dance allows you to summon a Bard doll at the cost of your own HP to use those skills. The doll does have a very short lifespan, which balances out the overpowering effects of some of the dances. Dancers and Bards also have a skill that allows them to resurrect any dead teammates. The skill In the Valley of Death allows you to revive any dead allies and return 20% of their HP and SP. But if you don't want to support your teammates but give your enemies a very hard time, there are numerous different dances that you can use to debuff your enemies. Eternal Chaos is another dance that you can perform with a Bard. This skill decreases all enemies' defense that are within range. There are also different skills that you can use to put your enemies into different status effects, like the Scream skill will put your enemies in a stun status at a certain percentage, or the Lullaby skill. This will put your enemies in a sleep status at a certain percentage. Not only can you put them in different status condition, you can also hinder their movement speed. Don't Restrain Me and Don't Forget Me are two skills that will allow you to reduce the movement speed of your enemies. Combining all of these different skills, you have so many different options on how you want to play the Dancer and the Gypsy class. Here are some examples of situations and your role as a Dancer. During siege battles, you can team up with another Bard or a Clown to use the Howling Loki dance. This should allow you to stop all incoming magic skill blockades for your guildmates or allies to break through the defensive wall. Another great tactic is to stay nearby different choke points and use dances that will cause status effects on your enemies. This will help you catch sneaky players that are trying to snake their way to break your Imperium. Or you can also use random dance in those same choke points to find hidden enemies and deal damage to them. Overall, your role in siege battle or PvP is mostly an offensive support role. In Helheim dungeons or Sagebook quests, you do have different options. You can either go offensive with Random Dance and Vulcan Arrow, or you can substitute for a High Priest and play full support with your Service for You and In the Valley of Death. That is why I believe that this class can become a substitute for High Priest depending on the content. The potential as a full support for this class is huge, and it may not be able to completely replace a High Priest, but it can definitely substitute for one if you're lacking in the High Priest department. Now, for the last part of this video, I'll go over my opinion on what I think is the best stat point placement. These are subject to change depending on the meta and the personality of the player, so I'll just be giving my opinion on it. As a Dancer, attack speed does not serve a really good purpose, especially since their main source of attack is either through dancing or Vulcan Arrow. So my recommended stats will be to place all your points into Dex and the rest into Vit for survivability. You can also choose to go 1-for-1 on Vit and Int. Int will allow you to upkeep your mana to spam more dances and Vulcan Arrow, while still having some survivability with Vit. The choice is honestly yours, but to me, this is my recommended stats. As the game progresses and players find out different and better ways to use the Dancer class, I will continue to update this guide. But to summarize my entire review on the Dancer and Bard class, this class has so much potential to become a very powerful and versatile class. There's so many different options and builds that you can use to maximize the power and crowd control. If you are looking to play a class that has these flexibilities, then I highly recommend playing the Bard or Dancer class. Anyways, I hope this video was informative to everyone who is looking to play the Dancer or Bard. If you have any other questions or you would like to place your own input about this class, feel free to leave a comment. I appreciate all types of feedbacks. And before I end this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. All your support has made me come this far and I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for your time, I truly mean it. Please stay safe, have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next video.